Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be of a rundown of what book you should be reading, or books you should be reading in 2019. And the main reason for this is obviously focused around stock market, understanding the stock market, and I'll go through a list of books ranging from where you should start if you know nothing about the market to then where you should sort of end up reading for you to gain proper in-depth knowledge about the stock market. So starting with Know the City, this is a book that I read in fact in 2015, 2016. I don't know if they have more later versions, but it really doesn't matter because it basically it gives you like definition, makes you understand the different components to a stock market and different sort of jargon and words that are used. So like understanding what credit is, understanding what REITs are, stuff like that. So that's a good start for everybody because this is something they do not teach you in school. And it's important to know because you might touch upon a bit in business economics, but these are going to be more in depth about the topics in the financial industry. So this is where you should definitely start, sort of on the lowest scale. Another book that I completely got hooked on when I read is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It is a really good book, and it's not necessarily to the trading book, but it's more about mental book and mental strength is important in life in general, but in the stock market in particular. You're gonna get wild swings in the market sometimes. You're gonna lose money definitely in the markets sometimes. So you do need to know and understand and be stronger mentally. And this book will definitely help you with that for sure. It's a really good book. It'll give you an understanding of what he did and what people could do and how you should think about investments and who you should take advice from. Another book is Think and Grow Rich, is another really good book that I read about 3-4 years ago, which is basically by a person, Napoleon Hill, who spent a lot of time with rich, affluent investors and just rich people in different fields. And the idea of this book was to sort of explain the mindset that these rich people or these wealthy people or successful people have. Even if you don't want to get rich, it's not about getting rich, it's about just what mindset you should have as a successful person in whatever field you are in. So this is definitely another good book I highly recommend. And as you go more onto the higher scale in understanding, when you understand more about the markets, someone who's been trading for quite some time now, and if you have been, Principles by Ray Dalio is a really good book. So Ray Dalio is a hedge fund owner, billionaire, manager. He runs Bridgewater, which has got I think about 100 billion assets under management or something like that, and they make money pretty much consistently every year. And the reason is basically summarized in this book. Sort of the principles that you should have, and you should start writing them from now, even though you might be a small retail investor, because it will help you in the couple of years to come when you're investing more money and making more money and so on. So it's a really good book. And then after you sort of gain grasp the entire knowledge of the stock market, you should end off by reading Security Analysis by Benjamin Graham. It's a really old book, but it is so relevant even today, and it literally explains how you should understand and look at companies and how you should do your fundamental analysis. Again, like I mentioned in my previous videos, fundamental analysis and then it's technical analysis, and not vice versa. So make sure you do fundamental analysis first, and this book will make you understand which parts you should listen to, read and listen to in calls and conference calls by CEOs and investors, and so understand exactly about how the company runs before you invest. So these were my recommendations for the books to read in 2019. Let me know if you have read them or if you're going to read them. Leave comments below, like, subscribe, share, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.